What is that? Well, that's the Samsung phone here. It doesn't overheat for my eyes, especially since I just talked crap about the Apple. But I had this Apple tablet in the shade, use it just for a few minutes to check my refrigerant charge, and of course, what do I get? Temperature. iPad needs to cool down before you can use it. But you know what sucks? It turns off the display, but evidently doesn't halt the programs. So right now, my four Bluetooth devices are locked to it. The green light's flashing, meaning that it's connected. So unless I chuck this thing off the roof or something to get it too far away from Bluetooth or something, you know, I can't connect these to my phone now to continue to read my pressures. So seriously gonna have to walk this thing probably away, maybe drop it down the hatch or something, because it ain't gonna reset. You have to put this dang thing inside an air-conditioned unit or something. I don't have too many of those up here. Mostly Mitsubishi mini splits and a couple carriers. Dude, these black ropes are hot as fire after sitting here. 112 degrees. Ow, ow. Ooh, I left the gloves over there. All right. Come on. Box got hooked on me. All right. Yeah, maybe they will break Bluetooth so that I could connect it to my phone here. So I had to add just a pinch of refrigerant. All right, it's flashing orange. It's a good sign. I wish I could do a split screen. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna try something. Put it in the walk-in freezer. Yeah, I can put it in the ice chest, but you gotta hope it doesn't fall down in the water. Did that once before. Let's see here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna change apps. It'll just hiccup the video probably for a second. Well, the Samsung has a mind of its own. Sometimes you can hit the button and do a split screen with more than one app, and the option's been disappearing half the time. I don't know what the hell it is. Unless it's when the phone's kind of warm, it's one of the things that prohibits. I don't know. So, put your iPad in the swamp cooler. Well, I don't have any of those up here. All mostly Mitsubishi splits, carrier splits, and there's only package unit for the elevator over there. Could pop open the supply panel on that. I got a Cat S48C work phone and have zero issues. What is that? What is a Cat S48C work phone? I mean, when you say cat, I mean, you're talking about Caterpillar, the, you know, that makes diesels and shit, tractors. Buy the iPad if you don't want to know. No, that's a work supplied iPad. So, yeah. I've had some cheap ass old Samsung iPads, you know. They get real slow in the heat, but they usually stay on until they get really, really hot. But the Apple phone, which I used to have with the last company, this company doesn't give us any. They might in the future. But the iPad that they give us here, they both are the same way. You can just walk across a big roof, and by the time you get to the other side, you cannot take a picture, and a few minutes after that, you won't be able to use the device at all. Sucks. But I'm pretty sure. I need to flip over to the other app real quick. It's going to hiccup, guys. Hold on just a second. Okay. Still doing good, so I can go ahead and take these off. Alright, here's the low side. Get this off about. Low side ain't so bad for getting off. It is the high side that's torture. So it's real stiff because the pressure pushes in here and it's 400 psi. So you kind of get a couple good turns. Go too far and this shoots off, it'll go boom. And I know I've told this story before, but these O-rings will launch out. I just put a new one in because this one was split, so I don't want to lose that one. So I get it out enough and I start cracking this to relieve pressure. Then I can unscrew it. Oh, that jizz that just came out of there. compressor is big. I still want to get one of these for shits and giggles to hook up some solar to it. I know I can do it. Make sure it's good and tighten so don't leak. Whenever we put the gauges on, nice and cool. Just added a 1 pound of 410. This goes to 4 heads. So the pressure was like 120 to 130 psi on the suction, but yeah, it wasn't cooling enough. It's got like little like 9,000 BTU coils, I think, down there. Was this a 3-tonner? Yeah, and it probably has like 4 to 3/4 coils on it. It's like putting back together an erector set. Still better than a Goodman though. Yeah. Can't even hear it once you put the insulated covers on these things. I need to get myself one of those Bluetooth GoPro type things that I can just wear, like some of you guys are doing. But I think they'd probably overheat around here. Yeah. It's like 112 degrees out right now. At the time, and it's time of day and time of year that at any second, because now that it's afternoon, it's like 2:45 or something, the wind could come at any second and just launch this umbrella. You have to kind of remember not to leave it like unattended, especially when it's this close. Freaking fly out on rural road over there. Fucking launch and hit some freaking Honda. Wipe it out. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. There's a dude down there walking by himself, and he's got a face diaper on. Face diaper. Carrying his man bag. Yeah. Don't forget the virtue signal, buddy. You're in Tempe. Oh, you guys like that shit. There's no one near that dude. And he's walking around with a black face diaper on, soaking it up with all his hot, humid breath, just breathing through a freaking bacteria-infested face diaper, just like a wet diaper, man. Let's see what some of the comments you guys have said since last. Apple probably overly protect on their battery. Yeah, they just suck. I have one of those inverter Daikin units you can have, but I'm all the way over in the UK. Oh, bummer, dude. Well, you gotta tease me like that. Daikin, though, probably doesn't even have any ports on the inside of the freaking service, the isolation ports. Spin the attic vent with that thing. Thing's zoomed in on something really fast. Amana's way better than Goodman. Well, Goodman bought out Amana, and Amana was way better than Goodman. Amana used to make like over and under dual shaft package units. One of those that was as good as Gettle, funky though. The funky Gettles were easier to work on. Someone said spin this really fast. Is that what you wanted to see? Compared to those ones over there. Yeah. Oh, what we do to entertain ourselves. At least it is an anime. Face diaper! At a T100. Wait, I would probably hit a guy in his T100. Oh man, those things. Those T100s, man, that was Toyota's first attempt at a semi-full-sized pickup truck. But they only had a V6 in them. So they weren't real good at getting out of their own way. That is for sure. So versus the old pickups with the 22 bars. Ran a while, but weren't known to be very peppy, especially up when I lived in Payson, the high altitude. 4-cylinder trucks were dogs up there, man. Those things could only go up the big hill into Payson. They would only do like 45 up the hill back in the 80s, man. They really sucked. Now pretty much everything will haul ass pretty good. My EcoBoost F-150 doesn't even slow down, doesn't even downshift out of 6th gear on cruise control at a little over 70, just grunts. But it'll haul ass right over 100. It just squeeze into the throttle, it zips. Let's see. Trying to look at you guys' messages more. That is it is definitely a task. My glasses auto darken, but they're my I gotta wear them to see the progressive lens and also auto darkening. So, but it gets hard to read the screen. Soy boys. Yeah. Told me we could live stream with a GoPro. Takes great video though. There's a channel on here. He's a lot newer channel than mine, but he has a lot of followers, and it's always, I don't know, I mean, he's in the, it's like HVAC videos or something like that. And he's like in the good graces of YouTube because his videos are always in the recommendation. Every time I watch one of my own videos or somebody else's videos, his videos, multiple ones are up there. And maybe he actually paid to get them, you know, put there at first. I don't know. But I know he has, never heard of him until recently, and he's got quite a few followers and views. So, oh, it always flips the camera on me. Where's the camera button? All right. How rude! The Samsung actually overheated, and it doesn't quite shut down all or nothing like the iPhone, iPad does. It actually just closes apps. And so I can still see my home screen, still make phone calls and stuff like that, but like the apps, like the camera app and the YouTube app, stop. So what I just did to get this back and running within less than a minute was I just take this cooler and I just laid my phone down there, my $1,200 Samsung Note 10, and just run the water over the screen for a few seconds. Soaks, it pulls the heat right through the glass, goes back online. Yes, the coronavirus, that corona got my phone. That is right. Right. So I'll start to say that other guy who does the HVAC videos or whatever that seem to be very promoted all the time, and he's very popular out of nowhere. Nothing to say about the guy. I don't know enough about him. But anyway, I saw a couple of his clips. He seems to do like some lives. I thought they were live streams, and then he does them like some more videos at house. I thought he was using something he had that was connected to his phone for a live stream. I thought he was doing some live streams, but it might be mixing him up with somebody else. But I know somebody, I was watching their video and they were live streaming with a helmet cam somehow. Uh-oh, low battery on my iPad. Ain't much you could do about that. Have I seen your favorite videos? I don't know what that would be, unless you mean go to your channel and look at your favorites. Start putting some of my stuff over there to the hatch though. Need to get a new pouch for my Testos. The little handles are ripped. Need to go to like Harbor Freight and get one of those like nice hard plastic enclosures with the foam inside. One that's just a little bigger than that, and then I could put the other Testos in there also. Need to get one of those ones once you cut the foam out and put everything in there. Yeah, those are nice. I have to say, I've been to this company for almost 4 years now, it seems. Time flies. I bought those Testos right after I came here. The guy I rode with, he had the shorties. So I pretty immediately went and got them. And I also got the Testo 567 or whatever it is, the one with the gauge manifold set with the micron gauge. The little clamp-on temperature probes, little DIN connectors. The wires are all pulling out of that now. expected. I mean, still though, it lasted like 3 years, so that's like 2 years longer than those old fluke temperature probes would last. It didn't break on the probe side, it broke on the DIN connector side. I kind of soldered some of them on and it kind of worked again. But now that I set those shorties up as you guys seen them with that little, all that little port is a Schrader remover tool without the core part in it, using the ball valve to like vent it out to lose the pressure so I could take the gauge off, you know, and I have the low loss fitting on the end so it trapped refrigerant. And I got that on there, and then because it's like that, I'm like, hey, I could just stick a hose on there. So like when I just added this pound of charge, I didn't go get my manifold set. I just go out, bring up one hose with me, plug it in the tank and plug it down into that, just purge it, and there you go. I can add refrigerant or pull charge out. All right, let me check the comments one more time before I get off of here. I'm hibernating in this umbrella, but I know this is going to reheat. I need to carry my shit down. How does a live stream from his office? He does. I've seen that. Balls repairs are pre-recorded. It might be somebody else. Yeah, he's got a pretty good opportunity to set up all that stuff. I was trying to do that for a while, but like doing what I do, especially when it's this hot, there's no way I could set, especially multiple ones. I have a Sony camera down in my truck too, man. It's pretty nice. I could put it on a small little portable. Try not to expose your phone in the sun for too long. No, I try to keep it in the shade, but when I'm recording, you can't help it. I'm not a fan of Mitsubishi. It's still better than Goodman, still better than yes, it is. You know what? As it sits now, LG's pretty decent. I don't really work on too many LGs of this size. These are one of the more popular ones. These aren't too bad. You know, they have ports inside, so you don't rather so high and low, so that's cool. But of course, it's a 4-port unit. The Daikin freaking big tall Daikin units that are the LG copycats. They're VRV instead of VRF. They don't even have ports inside. So when I isolated the freaking valves, and it was a 3-port, so they got the gas valve, the liquid valve, and the suction valve. When you isolate them, guess what? You got no ports inside that thing to read pressures. What a stupid thing. So that's dumb. Daikin's got several issues that I'm not too happy about, and hopefully if any of them Daikin people are listening and been watching my videos, they take heed. You know, Carrier took heed on a few things from what I understand. A couple tidbits I've shared over the years. But the other thing that Daikin does is their tall unit with the branch box and all the units, just like LG has and Mitsubishi does and stuff. The Daikin, if one, I said this a couple times before, so maybe you guys have heard it, but if one head unit down in the building shuts down for any reason, just you could like say fuse just pops and that one fan coil unit quits working, the whole system shuts down. So say you got like 5, 6, 7 fan coils on one, all tied to the same condensers on the roof, and it's all considered one system, right? They all share the same refrigerant lines and goes to a branch box. If one fan coil goes offline to where it can't talk to it, it goes oop, and it shuts down every unit on that system. Nobody gets cooling or heating. That is lame, man. Dude, that doesn't happen with these. Sheesh. So anyway, how often to use pressure to test tanks? It depends on what it is. Sometimes these are just got bad boards or motors or whatever. We've replaced a handful condenser fan motors. These guys have been bugged that we've had to replace a handful of parts on these since they've been here about 2 years. But you got to think, there's like on these 4 buildings right here, and there's tons of these. There's like, I think they count, there's 300 and something units. So, and some of these units, I don't know if there was 300 something fan. I think it's 300 something inside units, and then some of them, these are like 3 and 4 air handlers on each condenser type thing. Like that has 2, 4, 2. Some of these are branch box ones. That's a corridor, so it just goes to 1. Some of these will go down, tie off to 4 though. Oh man, my phone! I can feel it getting hot standing here in the sun. It's gonna cut out. But anyway, I forgot what I'm saying, but sometimes, but anyway, they have a lot of units, so it's hard to tell what the ratio is of failure rate. But we were coming out here pretty regularly. And it's slowed down how often we have to come out, but we still have to come out sometimes. But it's a bunch of rich, freaking spoiled kids come here and live here, so. let's see. Anyway, guys, I gotta cut it, drop my stuff down the hatch, and we'll end the video before the heat actually ends it for me. So with that, we will catch you guys later.